take me out on a date several times and then you're gonna be late. Then the reason why he was late, like, yo. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Rena Ray back in the cup with another video. And today I'm gonna tell a story time about my worst date ever. Alright, y'all, so I'm not gonna talk too much. I just wanna get right into the video. So let's go. Alright, so worst date ever. This was Valentine's Day 2016. So this was 4 years ago. And I'm not gonna give the name, but it was this guy I was talking to. He was a year younger than me. I was 19, he was 18. Yo, till this day, I will never, ever, ever date somebody that's younger than me. My boyfriend now is 3 years older than me. So yeah, this scarred me for life. I'm never talking to anybody younger than me again. Like, it feels like babysitting. Like, it literally feels like, you know the saying, girls mature faster than guys? I definitely think that's true. So I was mentally 19 and he was mentally like 15. So it literally felt like every time I was with him, I had to be like motherly, or I had to be like the one in charge. And I don't like to feel like that. When I'm with a guy, I like to feel protected. I like to feel kind of like, especially if we're going out, I like to kind of feel like you're the one in charge when we're like going out and stuff like that. I don't know. Even though I'm bossy, I still like a man that challenges me and a man that's in charge. So, safe to say, that was not the case with this. Um, Basically, I'm just going to give y'all the backstory. So, Valentine's Day 2016, I had to work all day. I had like an 8-hour shift at H&M, and I had the worst day ever at work. So Valentine's Day, is a pretty big holiday. So of course we had a lot of traffic in our store, people trying to get outfits for dates and events and girl, all types of things. So the store was a hot mess, customers being rude as usual because I worked in the ghettoest mall in New Orleans, which is Oakwood. So I had a bad day at work. So honestly, my idea of a good Valentine's Day was going home, kicking up my feet, watching some movies, and maybe drinking a little glass of wine. Well, a few days before Valentine's Day, he kept like urging me to go out with him, and I kept saying like, no, I don't really want to go out. I don't really want to make a big deal about Valentine's Day. I'm not talking to anybody seriously right now. Like a few months, maybe like 3 or 4 months prior, I had just gotten out of like a really bad relationship. So I was like kind of cool on guys at the moment right now. So like he keep on telling me he want to take me out on a date, and I'm like, I really don't want to be bothered. But I eventually ended up saying yes because he just kept asking. And I'm hoping that if somebody would like basically damn near be begging you to take you out, or like keep asking you to take you out, that it would be worthwhile. And the whole night was just a disaster. So strike one of this date was, I don't remember the time we were supposed to like meet, or he was supposed to come get me for the date, but it was like a time that we had discussed. There was a set time that he was coming to pick me up, and then we were gonna go out to eat. Y'all, why this boy was late? That's strike one. You're gonna ask to take me out on a date several times, and then you're gonna be late. Then the reason why he was late, like, the reason why this boy was late, so I call him because I'm getting pissed off now, and I'm like, where are you? Aren't we supposed to be going out to eat? And he's like, oh yeah, like my cousin wanted to get a game in, so we playing the game. You late on a date that you kept insisting that we go on because you're playing the game. So that's kind of when I knew like our heads wasn't really in the same space. Like, okay, I really have to realize like I'm dating a boy like with really, I don't know, like I'm dating a boy who like lacks mental maturity. Like I'm trying to keep that in the back of my mind. And I'm not saying like at 19 I was like this grown ass woman, but I was mature for my age. Like I had a job, I was in school, like I was very goal oriented and focused. So like I was kind of trying to have somebody that was on the same page as that. So like I just kind of realized we just wasn't on the same wavelength because you late for our date because you playing the game with your cousin. All right, strike one. It get worse though, y'all. So he finally pull up and like his truck is glistening. So I'm just like making note in my head, and I'm like, oh, like your truck look real nice. Like he was like, yeah, I had to get it cleaned up for our date. I had to make sure it was looking nice for our date. Priorities. So you got your car detailed for our date, but you were late because you were playing the game. It's like, like I get that the thought was there, like you're trying to be thoughtful, but like your priorities are just, you got some growing up to do. So not a strike, but definitely a mental note in my head. So y'all, this is strike two. I'm like, all right, well, we going out to eat. He's like, oh, like, I don't know, like what you want. So I'm like looking at this dude like you didn't have no plan, no reservations. Y'all, we live in a city. You're not gonna be able to walk into a restaurant on Valentine's Day in New Orleans and be seated. Especially how late he was for the date, like places were about to close. So at this point, I'm really, really, really trying so hard not to seem pissed off because I get bitchy, but I'm pissed off. So I'm like, I told you where I wanted to go. I would just assume that you would have made a reservation since it's a holiday. And he was like, no, like giving me the impression like, he was just trying to kind of wing it. So we pull up to the place that I wanted to go, which is downtown. So I already knew what they was gonna say. I just wanted to see. I already knew they were gonna say that they couldn't seat us. So y'all, we had to park 5 blocks away from the restaurant because again, downtown, no parking. And I had on heels. I got cute because it's a date. So 5 blocks on cobblestones with heels. Just for the lady to tell us that they are about to close. And even if they weren't about to close, they were booked up because everybody made reservations. So y'all, like my mood is just like my temper is increasingly rising like throughout this whole night. Like it's just like them like on like cartoons like the thermometer and the person about to explode and the steam come out. Like I was really getting so mad. So all right, that's obviously this is strike two. Like I'm pissed off at this point. Like I really honestly don't even like care about the day anymore. I just want to go home. So yeah, and I knew it was gonna be the case with any restaurant we went to. So at this point, the night's basically over. So we're trying to walk back to the car from the restaurant, and this is strike three. And at this point, I was like, you know what? I don't even think I'm ever like going to hang out with him again. Like that's how bad this is. This boy picked me up. When he picked me up, he was so high that he forgot where he parked his car. Mind you, what I just told you, the restaurant's 5 blocks away, and I have on heels. And then he has the nerve to get mad at me because I don't remember where he parked his car. He's like, you wasn't paying attention? You don't remember where I parked my car? And I'm just sitting up here like, not only was this night terrible and a disaster, and you begged me to go on a date with you, now you're upset at me because I can't remember where you parked your car. See, this is what I said earlier about mothering, like feeling like I always had to be like the mature one and be the one in charge every time I hung out with him. So y'all, at this point, like I'm trying like my very best. Cause when I have an attitude, you can see it all over here and I don't try to hide it. I'm trying my very best like not to curse him out and not to flip out because I was this close. So y'all, probably after 20, 25, even 30 minutes, we finally find the car. Now, mind you, my feet hurt so bad, but I was not taking off my shoes. I made this dude carry me like 3 or 4 blocks until we found his car. So, yeah. Then he had the nerve to keep complaining about how heavy I am. Baby. At this point in time, y'all, I weighed probably like literally 100 pounds. Like in high school and right after high school, I was tiny. Like I used to struggle to get past 100 on the scale. So like I was probably 98, 100 pounds at this time. So yeah, like worst night of my life, worst date of my life. Like, well, not worst night of my life, but worst date of my life. I just was very insulted that you begged for my time and then you wasted it. So y'all, that is my story time about the worst date I've ever went on. And it's safe to say that after that night, I never went on a date with him again. So, um, now I do have a question for y'all, and I would like y'all to give y'all opinion in the comments below. So I ghosted him after that night. I didn't give him no explanation. I just kind of felt like there wasn't really a need to. Like, if you're blind, you could tell what was going on. You could tell that that was not a good date. You could like literally see where you went wrong. But some people feel like, you know, you owe people an explanation. But I really wasn't that deep with him. Like, we hung out a couple times. Like, it wasn't like nothing to where I felt like I owed him an explanation, you know, or I felt like I was wrong if I didn't give him an explanation. So I just really need to hear y'all opinion and y'all side of the story. So if you feel like you owe somebody an explanation as to why they messed up, please tell me why in the comments, or just tell me that you do in the comments. And if you feel like I was right for ghosting him, just put that in the comments too, because I really want to know. But yeah, I think I reached out to him, or maybe we talked maybe one time after this. It was like probably like a few months down the line from when we went on a date, and he basically was like telling me like, you know, he thought I was like messed up for like not giving him a second chance and not even texting him back to let him know what he did wrong. And I just felt like I really didn't have to explain to him what he did wrong. So that's just my opinion. But that's it for this video. And you know I like to talk a lot, so if you got to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching. And I really need you to like, comment, and subscribe. And this time I'm going to ask you to hit that bell button so you can be notified whenever I post, because I promise I am posting more consistently. Thank you. See you guys in the next video. Bye.